system and how it sort of weaves together. How can we really make sure that students are thinking on their own and not solely relying on AI? And what type of safeguards and guardrails do you think really need to be put in place?
Well, clearly we do have to have guardrails when we implement AI for sure. But that I think in terms of students outside of school, when we're looking at children, I think parents will help put some of those safeguards in place. But also our schools, I think, are going to have a responsibility to make sure that the AI that is being used in those schools is being used properly. And I've seen it used in some schools already for as independent tutors, and it really does help with the programming. I'm looking forward next week to going to the Alpha School in Austin, Texas, which is one of the foremost schools in the country for its utilization of AI. They use it for about 2 hours first thing in the morning to really teach their curriculum, and then they have other programs in the afternoons. I'm really anxious to see how that works. It was a pleasure to be with our First Lady at the White House today as she talked about the AI initiative and how much of an impact that it is going to have, not only in K through 12, but also our universities and in life in general. So just as we, were a little bit hesitant, I think, when the internet first came around and how we had to be guarded, with that, I think we need now to look at AI as an incredible tool that can be used to advance our education and our creativity, and our thought process. And I'm looking forward to seeing how we're going to do that.
The school year is obviously just beginning for most folks throughout the country. You've been touring around the country. Less than a month ago, I was at an event. You were there in Colorado with the nation's governors. It was a bipartisan gathering of governors from each state, red states, blue states. And it was, there was a lot of civil discourse. They were engaging you. Talk to us about how the Department of Education is working toward President Trump's commitment to return education authority back to the states and how you're working with all 50 states in the country to do so.
Well, I am working with all 50 states, and that's why I am going to tour different schools in all 50 states. I've been to micro schools, I've been to charter schools of different kinds, I've been to public schools, and I've been to religious schools. I think it's very important as we return education to the states and control of, the full control of education to the states, as the president believes it is where it should be, as do I, because I think the best education is that closest to the student. But I want to see what kind of schools are operating at maximum efficiency and how the programs in those schools are ones that should be emulated at other schools across the country. So it's really developing a handbook or a toolkit, if you will, of best practices, so that if one state is doing something incredibly well, as we've seen with the progress in Louisiana with their reading scores, some of the best in the country, by returning to basics in reading, using the science of reading, and they've had great success. So let's emulate that in other states. And so if we can take those best practices and show it to governors and educators in other states, then that's a really helpful tool to be able to return education to the states so that all states then can be successful.
Okay. President Trump is hosting a dinner at the moment at the White House with some big tech CEOs, including Bill Gates, Tim Cook of Apple, Mark Zuckerberg, Sam Altman. However, no Elon Musk, but we're going to tune into the president and see what he's saying right now.
$1 billion through 28 in the U.S. Yeah.
It's a lot.
No, it's significant.
That's a lot. Thank you, Marky. Great to have you.
Thank you.
Great to have you. David, you've done a wonderful job in working with the White House, a great expert. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, Mr. President. It's a great honor to work here at the White House and to work for you. You really care about this industry and all Americans, and I think you've done a tremendous amount already to unleash our innovators and also help build out the infrastructure of the country. And it's doing a lot, not just for tech companies, but for ordinary working Americans, the construction industry, the trades, electricians, carpenters. There's a boom happening right now in AI because of what President Trump has done in terms of stimulating an investment. It's going to benefit all Americans. So it's really a thrill to be part of. this is a really incredible group that you've assembled here. And it's like I said, it's just a great honor to have a foot in each one of these worlds and being part of it. So thank you.
Thank you very much. And Sergey, you were saying a lot at the Oval Office. I figured you're somebody that likes to speak with his really wonderful MAGA girlfriend. So, would you like to say a few words?
Well,
please?
baby, do you want to say something?
I truly, every time I'm here or in your presence, I'm so grateful. So thank you. It's like,
Thank
I
you.
can't believe it every time, like the inauguration here. I think you're doing amazing work.
Thank you very much.
We actually were just with Leonardo.
Leopold.
Leopold.
Should I mention?
He's
Yeah,
sorry,
he's
I
in
wanted to
Venezuela,
Right.
and you're applying a lot of pressure to Maduro, and I think that's phenomenal for an American president to actually be applying pressure there in Venezuela, and then hopefully in Cuba and so forth. So there's a lot of civil rights work that you're leading. We didn't get a chance to mention. I also just wanted to mention, we don't have to get into all the details we talked about in the Oval Office, but I think it's a real incredible inflection point right now in AI, and the fact that your administration is supporting our companies instead of fighting with them. It's hugely important. Obviously, it's a global race, and I think we're at the cusp where these AI models are about to become profoundly useful, kind of beyond the, okay, wow, it's cool, can do that, but actually day-to-day incredible utility, incredible productivity. So very grateful for your administration support.
Well, you had a very good day yesterday. Google had a very good day yesterday. And you want to talk about that big day you had yesterday? Don't forget, Biden was the one that prosecuted that lawsuit. You know that, right?
Look, it's a long process. I appreciate that your administration had a constructive dialogue, and we were able to get it to some
Right.
resolution. I would echo what Sergey said. I think it's the AI moment is one of the most transformative moments any of us have ever seen or will see in our lifetimes. So making sure the U.S. is at the forefront, and I think your administration is investing a lot. Already the AI action plan under your leadership, I think, is a great start, and we look forward to working together, and thanks for your leadership.
Great job you're doing. Incredible, really, job. Lisa, how about you?
Well, Mr. President, it's such an honor to be here, and the incredible work that your administration has done to support the semiconductor industry. We're building the brains behind all of the wonderful AI that's being built here. And I think the amount of acceleration that we've seen just in the few short months that the administration has been in place is really, we're so grateful for that support. And we had a wonderful event this afternoon with the First Lady's support of the AI education plan. So I think the main message is we are all in to make sure that America wins the AI race, and it's an honor to be here.
Thank you very much. Great job you're doing, too. Amazing job, what you've done in a short period of time. Really amazing. And I see somebody down there, Bill, from Microsoft that has done a pretty good job, too. I'll tell you what, I had that stock, it was 28, and now it's about 500 and something. I don't know. It's what a job you've done. Would you say a few words about your company?
Absolutely, Mr. President. Thank you so much, obviously, for bringing us all together and the policies that you have put in place for the United States to lead. And one of the things that I think has made this industry unique is not only the innovation, but it's the market access that you have obviously championed for us all over the world, and also the trust the world has on American technology. I think that everything that you're doing in terms of setting in place the platform where the rest of the world can not only use our technology, but trust our technology more than any other alternative is perhaps the most important issue. And you and your policies are really helping a lot. So thank you very much. And also I wanted to thank Madam First Lady for hosting what I think is perhaps the most defining issue, which is about skilling and economic opportunity that comes with AI. And so I deeply appreciate your leadership there as well.
Thank you. Really, and a really amazing job you've done. Bill, would you like to say a few words?
Well, I'm in the second phase of my career, giving away all the wonderful money that Satya's good work has helped multiply a lot. But I think the thing that ties my first career that I still spend some time on because AI is so phenomenal, and my second career is innovation, innovating in health in areas like vaccines or gene editing. And the president and I are talking about taking American innovation to the next level to cure and even eradicate some of these diseases. He mentioned polio, which is one that we're close. We don't need new science on that one. For some like HIV and sickle cell, we do need new science, but the U.S. Has the seeds that in the same way that Warp Speed took those seeds and put them together, I think something fantastic can be done. AI for our foundation is that we want a doctor for everyone in Africa through AI. We want farmers to have incredible advice and kids to have a chance to learn. So the work being done by the people at this table is changing the world. It's coming fast, so it's great. We all get together and talk about how the U.S. can lead in this key area and apply it even to the poorest outside the U.S. as well as to our great citizens. So thank you for incredible leadership, including getting this group together.
Thank you, Bill. That's very nice. Tim Cook, you've done an incredible job with Apple, little company called Apple.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Very few people have been able to do what you've done. Congratulations.
Thank
Please.
you, sir. That means a lot to me. I want to thank you for including me this evening. It's incredible to be among everyone here, particularly you and the First Lady. I've always enjoyed having dinner and interacting. I want to thank you for setting the tone such that we could make a major investment in the United States and have some key manufacturing, advanced manufacturing here. I think that says a lot about your focus and your leadership and your focus on innovation. I also want to thank you for helping American companies around the world. This is a very key thing, and I really enjoy working with your administration on those topics as well, because I think they're so important to the country. I want to thank the First Lady for focusing on education. There's nothing more important than education. It is the great equalizer and always will be. And so thank you so much for including me. We are all different in some ways, but we all believe in the power of technology to improve people's lives. And that is the thing that binds us all together.
And Tim, how much money will Apple be investing in the United States? Because I know it's a very lot, and it's, you were elsewhere and now you're really coming home in a big way. How much money will you be investing?
$600 billion.
600 billion. All right. It's a lot of jobs.
We're very proud to do it.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you, sir.
Sam, you're a big leader of a very new industry at a very young age. You're a young guy. You want to tell us about what you're doing? You told me things before that are absolutely unbelievable. So what are you doing?
First of all, to echo the comments of Tim and others, thank you so much for getting us all together, and thank you for being such a pro-business, pro-innovation president. It's a very refreshing change. We're very excited to see what you're doing to make all of our companies and our entire country so successful. The investment that's happening here, the ability to get the power in the industry back in the United States, I think this will set us up for a long period of great success leading the world, and I don't think that would be happening now without your leadership. We're very grateful to be able to build our company here, to build data centers here, to build the entire AI industry and lead the world in the United States. Echoing many other people's comments, I think this will transform the world in a profound way, and I think it really will be to the United States' advantage to be able to lead the world this way. The event that the First Lady hosted today about education was really wonderful, and watching what AI is doing even today for education and so many other industries is really great. So thank you so much for enabling this. We will invest a ton in the United States, and we will do our best to make sure that we continue to lead here.
That's right. Thank you. Hundreds of billions of dollars, and it's going to be well worth it. And you have an unlimited market, right?
It seems like it.
Come to think of it, how much is Google investing?
We are well north of $100 billion. In the next 2 years, it's $250
Proud of you. Very good. Thank you. A lot of jobs. Good, good. What about Microsoft? That's a big number.
Each year, we're close to, in the United States, around 75 to 80 billion dollars.
Very good. Thank you very much. Would anybody like to say anything? You have a lot of geniuses on my right. Some young, some not so young. Mostly young, come to think of it. Yes, please.
I just wanted to echo everyone's comments. I think we've been just very impressed with how this administration has really embraced AI. And I think that in addition to the infrastructure, the most massive infrastructure built in history, I mean, we're talking 10x the size of the Apollo program. I think also, to me, the most important thing is what AI will do for all of us. And I think that there's been a choice of whether to approach it with optimism. And I think that that's what I've really seen from this administration. So I just want to say thank you for that.
Great job you're doing. Incredible job you're doing. I know every inch that you're building, and I can't believe it. They're big, the biggest buildings ever. You know, we talked about 100-story buildings. These buildings blow them away, right? So I just want to, they're more lateral than they are up and down, but they blow everything away. So congratulations. Would anybody like to say anything, please? Satya? Would you like to go? Safra?
This is a most incredible time. AI is going to change everything. You hear all of us saying that, but the fact that you are our president and you recognize this right away and you've unleashed American innovation and creativity, all the work you're doing in basically every cabinet post, in addition to what's coming out of the White House, is making it possible for America to win. Today's event that was spearheaded by our wonderful First Lady, focusing on education, is the center of where we need to go, because it is all of these young people who can't be afraid of new technologies. They literally have to embrace it and make America even stronger. And that focus was very, very critical. And I think this is the most exciting time in America ever, at least that I remember. So thank you. Thank you for everything you're doing.
Thank you very much. I appreciate saying hello to everybody, Larry and everybody else. It's an amazing company that you're involved with and running.